What's going on, guys? I'm starting this video with this light on. My name's Liam. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm talking about how habitual people are. I've read where, I've read a book by Naval I reference a lot, the Almanac of Naval Ravikant. Not sure how to pronounce that, but he was saying that, yes, so it was Becoming Supernatural by Dr. Joe Dispenza. He's a biochemist, and he talks about meditation, the frequencies that you send out, the quantum field, all that stuff, just changing your life from the inside out. And he was saying that he was talking about the autopilot that people go on day to day, and how that's kind of a bad thing, in that you're not in pure consciousness, okay? The pure consciousness is when you're no one, nothing, nowhere, and it's just pure, pure consciousness. But in terms of success, I think you need to be habitual. Sure, you can say that habits, all of that stuff is cliche because of the like self-help push, but at the same time, it's popular because it works, and at least it works for me. So let me give you an example. I have a sales job, and for probably 2 months I was in a sales rut, just mediocre ass results, okay? Shipping $200, $300, $500 a week, maybe. And my excuse was that I was a student, okay? Bad excuse, and I knew that. I knew I could do more. And then came around this winter sales push, where we all went all out. So for the first week of the push, I was like, I gotta enjoy life. I gotta hang out with friends, Selling's not that good. I was focusing on my other businesses, even though sales is my big money maker. And I was super avoidant of the work I knew I needed to do. And what it came down to is habits. So the switch that I flipped was what I started doing every day, which was different. I always read every day. I always work out every day. Those are going to remain the same forever. Okay? I always go to my meetings, but I was still getting mediocre results because I wasn't putting the attention in, okay? Where attention goes, energy flows. I wholeheartedly believe that. Now, I feel like the way you put attention into something is doing it every day. So with my YouTube channel, I do it every day. With sales, I wasn't working on it every day. I was avoiding it. I was almost trying to not put energy and attention into it, so the results weren't showing. Sorry, a little congested there. But you have to take responsibility. You're exactly where you deserve to be. So what I did was I committed to just hopping on the phone each morning. All right? I didn't have a lot of leads, but I just scraped with the ones I had, set up appointments. And the book that really changed it all was a book called Fanatical Prospecting. It's all about just having more leads and how effective that is. It's hard to be poor if you have a lot of leads, okay? In general, especially in sales. If you have a lot of prospects and a lot of leads, it's hard to be fucking poor. You have to make the calls, and you know that you need to just do the work. It's not like there's so much unknown. Humans really, really struggle with unknown. When you have leads, there's none of that, okay? You know what you got to do. You just call, set up your appointments, and do them. All right, the sales follow no matter what. The most dreadful part of sales is prospecting over the phone. Even worse, prospecting over the phone when you don't have leads. There's nothing worse than that. Just sitting there being like, shit, I can't do anything, That's the worst. So having a lot of leads was the switch that I flipped. But more on what I'm talking about today is just the only thing that kept me doing it was doing it a little bit each day. Every single thing that I find success in, I do a little bit every day. Consistency over everything. Everything. You can be good at anything with consistency. It has not proven wrong at all for me. Jiu-jitsu, guitar, everything. Everything I've done for years. And I've become good at it. Every time. And I'm just consistent. That's all it is. The gym, same thing. Sales, same thing. It's all just about consistency and realizing that where attention goes, energy flows and results show. So when you put your energy into something, okay, your attention, actual energy and feeling into something, it's never easy. There's no such thing as free lunch. You have to put effort, energy, attention, whatever synonym you want to come up with, into your work. But energy will flow to it and results will show every time. All right? There's a delay. It's not like you do the inputs and the next day you get the results. There's a slight delay, but think of that as just the universe finally receiving your signal that, hey, I'm about this shit. And you're going to see results. You will. Every time. I think the most powerful tool you have is to utilize that autopilot that I was talking about earlier. You could go on autopilot and do bad things, which would be scrolling on Instagram Reels or TikTok. That's you going on autopilot in a bad way. The same can be done with waking up, going to the gym. For instance, when I wake up, I've just mastered the art of the alarm goes off, I click my light on, take my blanket off, and I'm on autopilot. I've done it enough times. There's not as much pain as someone who is trying it for, the second or third time and waking up is extremely dreadful. It's not like that for me anymore. I've trained myself. You can train yourself to do anything consistently. And once you have a time window that you can commit to every single day, bam. You just do a digestible amount and you can get good at anything. Anything. Just put your attention into it, okay? Attention. Where attention goes, energy follows. Repeat that back to yourself every time and realize after a few weeks when you've put some attention into something, the energy starts flowing, the results start showing. I love that quote. I love it. I think the universe does reward you. The law of attraction is incredible. The last day of the push, I sold over $4,000. And it was largely due to the fact that the way I was approaching my customers during that push was from a complete place of abundance. I went into each appointment saying, hey, I'm just gonna make a friend. I'm gonna try to take the pressure out of this situation, ask good questions, ask for the sale, and that's all I gotta do. And sales went through the roof, and I made a lot of friends, and all of the appointments were seamless, it felt like. It felt like I did make a bunch of friends. My clients loved me. People are really good at sniffing out intentions. So you don't want to come off as someone who's desperate. But I'm going off on a little side note there. But use the power of your human autopilot to get good shit done, not bad shit. Peace.